All right, welcome everyone to At Home with Adam, episode number 4. This was going to be spring break for many of us. I know many of you were supposed to be traveling fun places. I was supposed to be in Florida right now, and instead I'm in my backyard on my porch. So a little bit of a challenge, but here we are. And Amanda, how are you? How are you doing this week?
I'm good, Adam. How are you?
Doing all right. I'm hanging with the changes as they come.
So today we have a very special episode. We have a panel of students from all over the schools, like the schools in the district, here to talk about their experience with remote learning. So we'll just have them come in and introduce themselves. All right, so why don't we start with the elementary school kids? Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? So just you can say your name, your grade, and your homeroom teacher.
Okay, I'll go first. My name is Quinn. I'm in 4th grade, and my homeroom teacher is Mrs. Chasnoff.
My name is Bella. I'm in 4th grade, and my homeroom teacher is Miss Merle.
All right, and then we'll go over to our middle schoolers.
All right, I'm Juliana, and I am in 6th grade, and my homeroom teacher is Mr. Dustin.
I'm Eddie. I'm in
teacher.
7th grade, and my homeroom teacher is Mr. Cooley.
All right, and then high schoolers, you can just say your advisory.
Hi, I'm Annika Medea. I'm a freshman, and my advisor is Nicholas Drinkwater.
Hi, I'm Ollie Toy. I'm in junior year, and my advisor is Jen Bonsuanane.
So, how has remote learning been for you guys this far?
Been okay. I think it's just hard to not see friends and teachers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I'd say at the beginning it was hard, but I've definitely been able to adjust good.
Is there anything in particular that you guys like about remote learning?
Sleeping in.
Yeah.
I like doing the Zooms.
I like the shorter days, and I really like the flex days.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the schedule is really good, the way it's laid out. I like having Wednesdays to catch up on stuff.
Yeah. And I like being able to get up 4 minutes before class and just go and take a nap in between classes is nice.
I like how we can private message each other during Zooms.
Is there anything that you'd say that you don't like about Zoom or remote learning in general?
I don't like how, on normal school, when you're done with school, you're done. But for me, I feel the urge to always open it and check it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that we can't have physical contact with our friends and teachers anymore.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I guess. I never realized how much I benefit from being face to face with a teacher.
What was the trickiest part of transitioning to online learning for you guys?
Wi-Fi, because everybody's on Wi-Fi. It always kicks me off Zooms.
I think definitely.
Oh, go ahead, Ollie.
I think definitely for me, it's been I'm so social. I can't not see people for this long. I'm going crazy. So I think the hardest part for me has been being cut off from all social, because it's during the day at a normal school day, as much as you're doing work, you're also at your table with your friends and you're talking. And on a Zoom call, you can't have a sidebar conversation.
Yeah, I agree. Socially, it's tough. I had my birthday a few days ago, and it's just tough not being able to see anybody. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's too bad that it landed.
Yeah.
How do you feel from a student standpoint, how do you feel teachers are doing to support you guys during this time?
Doing
I
good.
think they've been good. The anchoring adults have been really good.
I think they're doing good as well.
Eddie,
Yeah,
what is?
I'd say.
I'm sorry, Eddie. What is the anchoring adult? What do you mean by that at the middle school?
They're kind of like a homeroom teacher, but there are 2 meetings a week. One's individual, and one you have a whole lunch group with your basically homeroom. I think that's been helpful to get some social interaction.
At the elementary school, do you guys have anything similar to that? Do you have like an anchor teacher, or is it just your homeroom teacher that you check in with?
It's just our homeroom teacher and our other teacher.
Yeah, like me and Quinn are in the same like
Team.
group because Miss Chasnoff and Miss Merle are paired.
Oh yeah, so you guys are on the same team. So you have both teachers.
Yeah. And we're in a lot of small groups together too.
Yeah.
Office hours you can go to. And like if she just stays on from 10 to 11s on I think Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so if you like need to talk to her about like a math project, or if you just want to pop in and say hi, you can do that.
Yeah. And like sometimes in small groups with my teacher, so if everybody gets what we're going to talk about, we just play little fun games.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. We never play games in my Zoom calls. Are there any ways that you feel the teachers could do a better job supporting your students?
I think I know, like my sister, she is in 4th grade, and they have like a morning meeting every day, like at 9 o'clock, and I feel like the middle school would do better, like doing a morning meeting. Yeah.
My class has morning meeting too.
I don't think that they need to give more support. I think they're doing good on how they're doing in the elementary school.
Yeah, I'd say at least for me, like my teachers are doing like the best that they can, and like they're doing really good at like supporting us and like keeping that like contact with us, which I really like.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. What do you feel that you've had to overcome during remote learning? Is there anything like that was hard at first that you've had to kind of adjust to?
I used to Zoom out in my living room because that's where I work and that's where my desk is. But my whole family doesn't like me Zooming out there because they're always walking. So now I Zoom in my room on my bed.
That I'm really easily distracted. So like I have to be more disciplined.
Yeah, I agree with him, but I think it was a lot harder to like not every time you like start a lesson to not verbally get instructions, but you just really usually have to like read or watch a video, and it's not usually live, so it's kind of harder to not have them actually talking to you.
Mm-hmm. It's also like you used to be able to like go and like talk to your peers about like a question, but now you can't really do it if you don't have like their contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely been self-direction. Like it's as much as like I'm not very good at self-direction. I'm so ADHD that if I see like sitting in my house, especially, it's like I see my phone plugged in or something. It's just like so easy to be like, oh, like I'm not on a Zoom anymore. It's almost like I'm not in class. So it's been a challenge to just be like, this is school. Like you have to do this.
Yeah, definitely for me, like not like procrastinating has been
Same.
hard for me.
Yeah, and it's also hard having to like present your book reports and book projects on Zoom because like you're always like breaking up and sometimes they can't hear you, and that's kind of annoying. Like I was presenting a book project and I presented half of it, but I didn't know that they couldn't hear me. So I had to present half of it all over again.
Oh, yeah. That happens sometimes with me too. I'd freeze and then it'd kick me out. And then I have to rejoin the whole thing, but sometimes it wouldn't let me rejoin.
Do you find yourself like presenting a lot of projects during this time? No. Usually?
We were just presenting ones that we had already started.
Oh, okay. I see. Got it.
I feel as if we don't have more like physical like projects because we don't like have any of the materials or anything. Like in like the middle school, like the facts, like I don't know how we're gonna do the cooking unit now because we like don't have any of the materials.
I find that the workload has been like lighter or heavier or like just easier to manage.
Easier to manage, yeah.
I think it's easier to manage if you're like you can stay on task Like, but if you get off track or like you get have to take a day off because you're sick or something, then you get like really backtracked and it can be hard to catch up.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hard for me to concentrate because it's like I have a Zoom meeting every morning at 8:30 to 8:45. I get off and I'm like, I'm going to take a break for like 2 hours. And then I end up forgetting to do stuff, so I have to rush to do it at the end of the day. So I can't really concentrate without someone having to tell me to exactly do this and having someone like standing next to me, like helping me do it.
And Quinn, who is that person who stands next to you and has you do that work?
Usually in this Murals class, we can usually pick partners. And since me and Brooklyn, my best friend Brooklyn, were in the same block, we were usually partners. So we were able to concentrate really well together.
That's great.
Guys ever maybe like FaceTime or something like that to try to do work together?
Yeah, we FaceTimed once, but it was a terrible connection and she kept freezing.
What's the biggest thing you guys think you can take away from this remote learning experience? Because it's pretty unique.
I think we will appreciate school more and appreciate the stuff that we do every day because we take it for granted.
Yeah. And we're gonna like be better at like technology stuff because we've been on it so much.
Good one.
Definitely, like, I think this has helped me like learn that I can like adapt to really like any situation, because like I never thought I'd be doing like online school, but like here I am doing it. I think I've done like a pretty good job like adapting to it.
Bella, I like what you said earlier about how you're learning how to balance, like when you're not in school, and not to check it all the time, because that actually sounds like, for all of the old people who listen to this in a little bit, they're going to say, wow, this sounds just like me and my job. We don't know, when we're home, we have to learn how to turn off our phones or not look at our email all the time because we're home with our kids and our families. And so as much as that's a challenge for you, that's probably teaching you about a skill that you'll have down the road when you have a real job, not just school for your job.
Do you guys have any like final thoughts you want to share with either your grade or your school or just like the whole district in general?
I was really happy that I got to have a classroom in the portables, but I got kind of disappointed that I wouldn't be able to finish off the year in the portables because I was really excited to be in them.
Same with Gwen. And like in 4th grade, you have this like clap out, and there's like, my brother was in 4th grade last year and he had it and he said it was super fun. And now we can't, well, we might have it like, you know,
in August, maybe.
I feel you there. I'm pretty disappointed about mine too.
Yeah, the 6th graders were going to ecology school like in a week before we like a week after we got taken out of school, but so we had to miss that, so that is also disappointing.
I know we missed Battleship Cove and the Hunger Banquet.
Oh yeah, there's some fun stuff in 7th grade.
Yeah, Eddie, I was going to be a chaperone on the Battleship Cove trip, so I was bummed that we didn't get to do that. That would have been my 3rd in a row. It's a great trip. I'm bummed we missed it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
That was great. Nice job, Amanda.
Thanks.
So, Amanda, that was really helpful to hear from our students and to see how positive they're being about adapting and learning how to adjust to this new environment. What a breath of fresh air to hear from those students. And I'm so proud of our teachers for how well they've connected and made this such a positive experience for our kids. And I could tell that they're bummed about some things for sure, but I think they really appreciate that much more when school will start. They'll appreciate that much more what that'll mean to go back to school and to be together, and won't take those things for granted. So great job interviewing those kids, Amanda.
I mean, before this, I didn't even think about how the fourth graders have their fond farewell thing. It didn't really occur to me. So it's definitely something that like a lot of us are hurting from this situation. And I think it was really great of them to come on and share their experiences. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we'll all be back next year, hopefully. And I think this is just a really different, unique experience, and it's good to get a student's perspective on that experience. So for community highlights this week, Sabre, the SHS Claw started doing senior project highlights for those seniors who continued with their senior project. The first one is Katie Noyes, who will show you her video here.
Hi, my name is Katie Noyce, and I'm here to talk to you about my senior project. So my central question is, how does an adopted person reconnect with their birth culture? And I chose to do this topic because I'm adopted myself, so I want to find out ways that I can connect with my birth culture, and so I can help other adoptees connect with their birth culture if they're interested in that as well. My original plan for the applied piece was to go to China, and then when I come back, share my experiences and research with the local adoption agency or a group of adopting parents, but obviously that didn't happen. For my applied piece now, I'm presenting on Zoom to an adoption agency. I chose to move forward in my senior project because adoption is super important to me and my identity. So finishing the project concludes everything that I've been learning this year and brings a close to my senior year.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back next week with more interviews and community highlights.
Thank you all. Take care and have a good week.